The Biden administration weakens our military, exacerbates the supply chain and inflation crises, and healthcare providers continue to suffer. I'm David Wiedenkeller, and this is David's Take. The ruling class are pursuing exactly the wrong policy, unless it's intentional, which would be quite sinister. Policy 1. The U.S. government is actively weakening our military. Weird. But it should be fine. It's not like Russia is on the move in Ukraine and Xi Jinping is getting hungry looking at Taiwan. February 2nd, the Army immediately began discharging soldiers for COVID vaccine refusal, putting 3,300 troops on the chopping block. The Marines, Air Force, and Navy have already discharged over 650 troops for misconduct for refusing vaccination. The Pentagon has ordered all service members, active duty, National Guard, reserves, cadets at West Point, and ROTC to vaccinate under the premise that lack of vaccination undermines the health and readiness of the force. You know what undermines the health and readiness of the force? Removing ready, willing, and able troops from duty. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be in a foxhole. These brave soldiers have sworn an oath and are now being discharged for not blindly adhering to new standards that were not part of their original agreement. Our U.S. government is disrespecting the pledge that these brave men and women have made and made us look weak on the world stage in one fell swoop. And pretending the vaccine prevents outbreaks of the sniffles is foolishness. We just saw the USS Milwaukee, a fully immunized Navy ship, have an outbreak. Plus, we left weapons in Afghanistan, which also weakened our military.
And you leave those billions of dollars of weapons behind, I promise they're going to be used against your grandchild and mine.
All while war could be on the horizon in Ukraine. The last policy could have the most deadly effect on you. Policy 2. Supply chain shortages intensify as truckers serve as unlikely heroes. After imposition of a vaccination requirement for the truly essential workers of the pandemic that have allowed the laptop class to work from home during lockdowns, truckers have taken to forming convoys to peacefully protest these mandates. While we experience historic supply chain shortages, prompting the hashtag #BareShelvesBiden, it's funny because it's true and scary. The Biden administration vaccination requirements for truckers will only exacerbate this problem, which will also lead to the increase in already historic inflation that we have been seeing as we now have too much money chasing too few goods. Policy 3. Excessive government spending exacerbates inflation.
It's not about money, it's about sending a message.
Piling on to the lack of goods, the historic spending Joe Biden has done in his first year is a recipe for runaway inflation. The sheer disregard for a balanced budget, plus high levels of deficit spending, have propelled the national debt to over $30 trillion. In March, Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 was signed into law. In November, the $1.2 trillion Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act was also signed into law. And they even attempted to push through another $3.5 trillion in spending through budget reconciliation, although Republicans and Joe Manchin held the line on that, stemming the tide of inflation. For now. And now the policy that could potentially be deadly to the most people, including you. Policy 4. Vaccination requirements imposed on healthcare providers.
No! God, please, no!
The OSHA mandate for all was successfully struck down for all employers, but the one for healthcare employers unfortunately stood, putting thousands of healthcare professionals on the chopping block. I hope you never have to go to an emergency room that doesn't have the staff to immediately treat you. Government and the corporate press continue to rally against the pandemic while firing unvaccinated employees, most of which likely have natural immunity, leading to understaffing and a decrease in quality of care. If you really want to know how dangerous this last policy is, I did an investigative deep dive into how it's affecting healthcare professionals and patients on the front lines.